In the first episode of this series, I introduced initial elements of the Digital Monster franchise, from the net ocean that connects all the computers in the world to find islands that gave a proper place to all Digimon to live. For this video, the focus will be explaining the world building of the Digimon Pendulum toys. Just like with the previous video, I will not be using materials from the anime or manga, in fact not even from the games. The sources I'm using are all from video magazines, books, and Bandai's card art series. You can check the sources in the description. Digimon are a newly discovered life form unlike any other. They were initial viruses that were infecting specific software. Later, hackers took notice of this existence and added advanced artificial intelligence so they could break more secure systems. And after that, they were spread all over the world to destroy computer data. They have the ability to absorb data and change form, almost evolving like living beings. Over time, other people took notice of that and they were able to adapt these programs to do other things. For example, security organizations would use them as the basis to create antiviruses, create vaccines. And there were also those who sort of domesticated the programs and started creating as digital paths to coordinate computer data. The three functions of the programs became the basis for the attribute classification: the virus, vaccine, and data types. The virus types are destroying the data types, but the vaccines are able to stop and destroy the viruses. However, data types are able to incorporate the composition of vaccine types to protect against the virus. This established an advantage and disadvantage relationship between the attributes, and with such a system, virtual battles between the programs became common to happen across the network. However, since the programs were originally just a collection of numbers and symbols, understanding them was quite difficult. So, a scientist decided to cover the computer kernel of the programs, known as the Digicore, with a skeleton-like wireframe and skin-like textures. The Digicore is like the brain or the heart of the program. As long as the Digicore is still running, the program is still in operation, even if the wireframe of the textures are damaged. This new configuration simplified the programs that became to be called digital monsters, also known as Digimon. The first of the Digimon that the scientists established was Botamon. However, the Digimon were also able to create their own forms using data from various programs such as movies and RPG games. Digimon have an artificial intelligence learning ability. When they absorb data from the internet, including other Digimon, they learn from this information and adapt. They transform their own form in a process that is known as evolution. And since Digimon live in computers all around the world, they have all kinds of data to it. For example, research computers at the poles have a lot of information about the ice sheets, and computers in tropical forests have a lot of information about the forests. The Digimon that inhabits computers in certain regions have adapted to fit with the environment they are in. That is how Digimon like Yukidarumon and Kabuterimon took shape. And the same types of programs can also evolve into different forms depending on the data they have eaten. It's called the divergent evolutionary lines. For example, both Greymon and Tyrannomon are dinosaur Digimon that evolved from Agumon, but because the data each one of the Agumon devoured was different, the evolutionary forms were also different. All the Digimon absorb data and evolve, and when they do that, they change their levels. Digimon starts as a Digitama, an egg containing basic data, and after cracking, the Digimon will go through different levels. Originally, there were 5 classifications, but a new level has been discovered. The levels are Baby Stage 1, Baby Stage 2, Child Stage, Adult Stage, Perfect Body, and finally Ultimate Body. Normally, Digimon are only classified by the attributes after they reach the Child Stage, but some also classify Digimon at the Baby Stage with attributes. Still related to the evolving stages, Digimon that reach the adult stage are able to use a data copy ability to copy their own basic data to create a Digitama, and this Digitama can give rise to a new Digimon. This process is understood as the reproductive process of Digimon, and since any Digimon can do this alone, Digimon are considered to not have a biological sex and only perform asexual reproduction. When a Digimon that has lived a good and long life is about to die, it uses its last strength to release an egg and start the next generation. Many organizations have studied the digital monsters since they were discovered. The Digimon Research Institute, also known as the DigiLab, was created to explore the ecology of the Digimon, and among the many researchers who worked there is Professor Pendulum, known worldwide for his Digimon research. And alongside him are many other researchers, such as Maria Jogret, the D.W.A Manjiro, and Ikaido Shinichiro. They were responsible for revealing the secrets of Digimon research to the world, and after that, many other organizations also began to be revealed. For example, the Digimon Crane School, a school that is run by Digimon Soichiro that seeks to inform new Digimon Tamers about all the information available about Digimon. Many children are studying the school with the aim of becoming top-class Tamers. The Nightmare family inhabits the Nightmare Mansion and is familiar with the Digimon of the Nightmare Soldiers Field. They have visitors learn more about those Digimon. The Digimon Investigation Team aims to investigate the ecology of Digimon, but they are actually all primary school students and are unelected on holidays. Finally, the Digimon Guard was established with the goal of not only investigating the ecology of Digimon, but also protecting the peace of the digital world. The beginning of the research into Digimon began with the development of a computer program known as the Digimon Capture. It is a software that projects a simplified view of the Digimon world onto the computer screen and is then used to capture the Digimon that are observed. The captured Digimon is compressed in the form of a Digitama and sent to the Digimon Loader program, which is used to manage the Digimon's interaction with the isolated space in which it is placed. At first, this technology was available only to computers, but after being improved and optimized, it became possible to be used on portable devices that can connect to the network everywhere all the time. To research Digimon in an environment that resembles reality, a project was established to visualize the world and provide an environment similar to ours. Virtual spaces were created artificially on the network, and the first one presented was File Island. Its environment was studied and then simulated in the isolated spaces of 5 versions of the first portable device used to research Digimon, the Digital Monster Machine. A second region was established later. Initially, it was called the Folder Island, but later it was only known as the Folder Continent. The Digimon that inhabited this continent were much more powerful than the ones that inhabited the File Island. For that reason, using the original device to capture and search for them was not possible. Therefore, a new device needed to be created, and it was called the Digimon Pendulum. Not only are they able to handle the Digimon of the new region and their ultimate forms, they also had 2 new functions. The first involves the fusion of Digimon. A similar technology already existed in the Sega Saturn version and aims to merge Digimon to give rise to a new species. In the Sega Saturn version, the fused Digimon would become a new Digitama. However, the Pendulum technology fuses the Digimon to already create a Digimon at a higher level. It is the system known as the Jogress, which is a short for joint and progress. The second system is the Pendulum system, which gives names to the device. It is a technology that allows the tamer to coordinate the Digimon during training and combat. It even seems to be able to allow the tamer to transmit its own will to live to the Digimon, which can sometimes make it survive near-death situations. The Digimon live inside the digital world on the network. They can't access the real world. For that reason, humans need to use devices such as the Digimon Pendulum or the Digital Monster Machine to interact with the Digimon that live inside our computers. The Folder Continent is a virtual space created to make Digimon easy to study, just like animals in our reality, but normally Digimon only inhabit this space until the child stage. Most of higher level Digimon are in isolated spaces created by tamers, but in the case of Digimon that have been abandoned, they are losing the network space and can become terrible viruses that are devouring all types of data to live. The time flow in the world of Digimon is much faster than ours, with Digimon sometimes disappearing soon after they are born. This could have caused the extinction of many species of Digimon. On the Folder Continent there are 5 main regions, each determining a certain classification of Digimon. Nature Spirits represents the natural world of the Digimon world, which is forests, mountains, rivers, and even outer space. A special Digimon that is found in the nature spirits is Piccolomon, a Digimon with the ability to move freely through the data. With that power, Piccolomons are able to access any place, any space, and any time, and they are even able to adapt to the space they are immediately. For that reason, Piccolomon that live in the Folder continent and the ones that live in the File Island have very different levels of power. The ones that live in the ocean of the net that separates the File Island and the Folder continent are the Deep Savers. They are fish-like Digimon that live in the net ocean, the huge space where all kinds of data gathers. It is considered to be the place where Digimon were first born. The third field is the Nightmare Soldiers. It is not only a classification for Digimon that inhabit certain regions of the continent, but also a classification for Digimon that comes from other spaces, other worlds and dimensions. They are Digimon that are unexplained by science, with mysterious data that cannot be analyzed. They are Digimon of the Demon, Ghost, and Demoman types. Digimon of the Demoman type typically comes from other dimensions, such as Wizardmon, which uses a high-level programming language known as sorcery. Wizardmon comes from Witcherani, an other-dimensional digital world. When Demoman Digimon come from other dimensions, they can change their forms, so Digimon such as Piemon hide a completely different nature than they appear to have. There are also Digimon from the firewall that protects their network against unauthorized access by hackers, such as Meramon. Finally, the last helm connected to the Nightmare Soldiers is the World of Darkness, known as the Dark Area. When data is destroyed, it is deleted, erased from the existence, and the graveyard of the deleted data is the Dark Area. This mysterious helm is full of the power of darkness, also known as the dark side power, and is used to create Digimon of pure darkness, such as Bakemon. But it can also infect Digimon that come from outside. It is possible to enter the dark area from a spatial distortion in the digital world. When they enter the dark area, they use their ability to absorb data, and for that reason they become guided by the darkness. And sometimes, other Digimon that are alive in the dark area use their powers to bring other Digimon from outside to inside the dark area, such as Picodevimon and Phantomon. There are many Digimon that use the power of darkness, but they always seem to bring disaster to the digital world, such as Minotaurmon, which causes the digital world, the cyberspace itself, to tremble with earthquakes. It is even known as the embodiment of darkness. There is also Etemon, who uses a sphere of darkness to erase the existence of their opponents, remove them from the digital world. Creating such dark Digimon is very difficult, with some species like Late Devimon being rarely seen on personal computers. However, the power of malice inside the hearts of hackers is so powerful that they manifest in the internet as Digimon themselves, such as the baby stage Zurumon and the adult stage Devidramon. Lastly, the dark area can also be used as a prison, and that is the case with Demon, who was once a high-ranking angel, but after rebelling against the existence that is said to have created the digital world, was erased and exiled to the dark area. Returning to the Folder continent, we have the Wind Guardians, monsters that live in the skies and forests of the Digimon world. They are Digimon that resemble birds and plants, including the guardian deities of the wind. And finally, the last region is a factory area that is theorized to be the place where powerful Digimon are created. This is the domain of the Metal Empire. This organization is made up of metallized Digimon. These include Digimon that were born metallized such as Hagurumon, and Digimon that are enhanced by machines such as Megalgreymon and Megadramon. There are many powerful Digimon inhabit this region, such as Clockmon, the Digimon that rules over the space-time of the entire computer network. Their powers are so great that they limit themselves to not participate in the wars, in fear of collapsing the entire Digimon world. However, there are other Digimon such as Megadramon, who are created exactly with the aim to destroy the entire world, or Mugendramon, a Digimon that was created from the technology of other 5 Digimon, including Megadramon. Mugendramon is a very intelligent Digimon with a Digicore that overflows with endless evil energy. That energy grants Mugendramon infinite power that is used with the Mugen Cannon, a powerful blast of energy that is able to defeat any enemy in a single hit. Such power granted the Mugendramon the title of the most powerful Digimon, but that didn't last forever. Initially, there were 5 classifications for the Pendulum, but a 6th classification was created with the revelation of the mysterious organization Virus Busters. They are the most powerful elite force, and they are warped in dazzling light and the righteous power that dispels the darkness. Most of the virus busters are the holy Digimon, such as holy beasts and angels. These Digimon manifest themselves when they encounter some evil in the Digimon world, such as Digimon's various types that intend to destroy the main computer's programs. They use the holy power of justice to erase the existence of evil in the hearts of Digimon and return it to nothingness. The Angel-type Digimon and Holy Beast Digimon are linked by a mysterious equipment known as the Holy Ring that has mysterious symbols. The Angels are coordinated by Holy Angemon, an archangel Digimon who applies the law in the digital world in order to maintain the order. Holy Angemon acts as the spokesperson for the consciousness of light that seeks for the order in the digital world. It is maybe the existence that Digimon recognize as God. The angels, of course, oppose fallen angels, demons, and the other beasts of darkness, but above all else, they oppose the consciousness of darkness that seeks to warp the digital world. Although it's a digital existence, the digital world is very vast. The Net Ocean, the Fire Island, the Web Island, the Photo Continent, Witchirene, the Firewall, a hell known as the Dark Area, inhabited by demons and fallen angels. And yet, there are angels and holy beasts above. Maybe they come from heaven. The complexity of the Digimon world becomes increasingly greater as research progresses. In an attempt to find answers, researchers decided to look for the past of the Digimon world, and so started the research for the ancient digital world, the world inhabited by ancient species who worship the four holy beasts.